Hey y'all, so welcome back to my channel and I'm back with another video today. Let's just take a moment to actually just reflect and be thankful that we're here today. One moment. Okay, so y'all, I just woke up this morning and I said, you know what, I'm gonna just cut on the camera and I am going to talk about how to fall in love with yourself and understand your beauty past what has been projected onto you from family members or just people in general, colleagues, peers, and just so many people. So I just wanted to come on here and talk about that, and I'm just going to jump into it. No notes, just me speaking from the heart, just talking about situations that I went through and what helped me become more confident in who I am. So yeah, okay y'all, so growing up, I really didn't think I was a beautiful young lady. I felt like because I wasn't really bullied that much because I was very to myself in elementary school, but I do remember moments in elementary school where people made me feel like I was not enough because I was dark skinned, and I felt like, wow, I'm not enough because when I'm in school, people are telling me I'm this, I'm that, you're too dark, you're too this, your lips are too big, your nostrils are just too big, I can see up your nose, and it's like your eyes are too big. And I was just like, wow, kids really were mean back then. But I was also like, at that moment, even though I didn't have as much confidence as one would have now because I'm older, I always knew that something was different about me. Not that I was better than anyone else, but I just knew that God had placed something special inside of me since a little girl. So I was like, you know what? I am, at that point, I'm like, dang, I'm taking on those insecurities of those other kids, and I'm not quite sure what's going on in their homes. I don't know why they're coming to school talking about me. I didn't know at all. I was just like, wow, this is crazy. But I used to go home and cry like every time after school in elementary. I would come home and cry every day while I was in elementary, or every other day, because of people being so mean to me. And I just couldn't understand. But that trickled down to me being that same insecure young lady in middle school. And that trickled down to me being that same insecure young lady in high school. And then when I got to college, I finally got to a point in my life where I was like, you know what? I'm that, been that, gonna forever be that. And then I was like, you know what? I am who I am. I can't change it. I am who I am. And I think that I really gained my confidence after I graduated college and I was by myself. And I had that alone time with God, and I was like, wow, you are beautiful. I used to look in the mirror and say, wow, you are beautiful. Wow, you are magnificent. You are a beautiful young lady. And I'm 24 now, and it took me maybe until 23 to really understand the true beauty that lies within me. And it was difficult because I was like, wow, when I finally saw the beauty, it shocked me. I was like, whoa, you are so beautiful it's so far past the physical. You're just a beautiful human. And I used to be like, when I got 23, I was like, wow, you are such a beautiful person. And it's not based off of conditions, the love that I have for you. And I was having this conversation with myself. I'm like, you are beautiful. Not based on what you have, not based on what you look like, but who you are. Your essence is truly beautiful. And I got to that place by spending a long time. Alone time makes you face your true self. Not the self that you have been trying to pretend to be. Not the self that not the false sense of yourself. The true you, whether good or bad. And I think that when I sat with myself and I realized, this is who you are. I got to a point where I said, this is who you are. Not what you look like, but this is who you are. You are a beautiful, kind individual, a person who is so caring, a person who cares about others' feelings. You try to tiptoe and make sure that you're always being mindful of how you treat others and how you make people feel. And when I got to know that person, that's when the true love and confidence is following behind, because I'm still growing every day. But when I got to learn myself on a deeper level beyond the surface, it was deeper than the surface. It wasn't on the surface level, but a deep, deep level in a different realm. When I got to know that person, I said, wow, you're a servant of God. You're a beautiful person. And I think that a lot of times we allow what others have projected onto us from our past, or even parents, or even just everybody. We allow ourselves to take on what they feel about us and how they feel towards us, and we carry it on in our whole life. But I was just like, you know what? I have the opportunity to be who God wants me to be, and I can take this path to learn more about myself outside of a person, or without a certain person. Because sometimes when I got in my relationships, I allowed those people to become a part of my identity. I didn't even know myself. I lost myself so many times before I found myself. I mean, I was at a wall. This is the wall, and it was like this. Beep. I just kept losing myself, and I kept saying, what is it? And I got to a point where I realized that it wasn't anybody else. It was time that I needed to take for myself. I needed to understand who Crystal was. I needed to understand what was required of me from God, and understand that learning yourself and loving yourself is an everyday commitment that you have to put in work for. It's a commitment that you have to make every day. You have to wake up every day and choose to love yourself. You have to wake up every day and choose to look in the mirror and say, I am beautiful beyond what people have said about me or to me. And it's a commitment that you have to make to continue to love yourself. It's work. It's hard work. Because then you'll have the enemy coming into your life making you feel like you're not enough, and putting I behind his statements. So you have to understand that you are who you are, just like God is who he is. He created you in the image of him. So when I got to that point and I said, I'm a child of God, I think that is what allowed me to break free from that shell I had been hiding in for so long. I was able to break out and say, I'm here. And I think that when I did that, I found true love in myself, and I found beauty in being in nature, and just understanding that I am who I am. I'm a beautiful person. And that love came from that solitude, from those hermit states. It came from that isolation. So I just encourage you to just continue to look inside of the mirror and see past what you see with the physical eye, and really tap into your essence. And you're beautiful. Don't let anybody else tell you otherwise. You are beautiful, and spend that time with yourself to love yourself. You're beautiful.